Hello everyone. Let's talk about being active person, staying active person. For example, kids, children, they are usually really active. They are full of energy, and I can only envy them, especially when they are till 10 years old. Well, after that, when they are 11, 12, they get lazier too, almost like adult ones. They receive usually and have already gadgets, mobile phones, smartphones, and use them, and they have laptop, computers, and play games, and don't move to actively. And fortunately, sometimes kids go to sport like box, karate, jiu-jitsu, something like that, and it can be football, so on, some kind of sport, and they spend your energy there, and they receive energy from such kind of sport. But I would like to tell mostly about adult people. For example, like me. Now I am 44. And in my opinion, the older you are, the more you need to be active, to stay active, because your body gets older, all your inner systems works worse, unfortunately, and you need to work. As I've heard and as I've noticed and as I've read a lot of times, people who live long, 80, 90, 100 years old maybe, they always very active people. They always move, walk, do something. They have some sort of healthy habits, but one of main habits is staying active. And I've heard a lot of times vice versa situation when people, for example, 70 years old, work somewhere in the garden, live in the country house, and then he or she moved to big city to, for example, her or his children, kids. Their goal was to help this old person. But when this old person started living in the city and doesn't have work and activity, usually, unfortunately, they die very fast because they don't see why to live, and they are passive, not active people. So, and as for long living people who lives 90 years old and so on, there are some more things they can do to live longer. For example, they usually read a lot, and their head, brain also works quite actively. They need to think about something. If your head, your brain, you don't need to think about anything, solve problems, do, I don't know, crosswords. So it also make you lazy after a while. Let's imagine people who don't move, don't read, don't think. There is no reason to live in actually, and maybe our body itself thinks something like that, and we die. Such people die fast. Usually it happens like that. Well, so also they drink water, clean water, I mean, and most of them, I was surprised, drink a little bit of alcohol every day. Not too much, not like once a month, but too much of alcohol every day, but a little bit in lunch or in the evening before go to bed. It was a surprise for me. Well, what do you think about staying active? For example, as I told, I am 44 and I go to the gym, I run and go to swimming pool, try to go to box and trying to stay active as much as I can. Good luck, everyone.